No, we are not able to hear you.
Can you hear me now, guys?
Yeah, now you're audible. Now you're
Yes.
audible.
Yeah, great. All right, then I'll be starting now because I've given time to others to join, but they have not yet. So, can you guys just switch on your videos if possible, or else it's fine. If you cannot see, just message me immediately. If at all you are not able to see or hear or any other technical issues, just leave a message on the chat box. Rajesh, are you there, Rajesh? Okay, so welcome everybody. Our session, as we all know, it's the Prepare Your Audition session, and I'm very excited that you all have joined. There's some people they messaged me just now. They'll join in between, so just bear with them for that. Um, Hi Sharmila, hi Amay, hi Rajesh. As we all know, we are all actors here, and the best way of getting a job is to give audition. And quickly, without wasting time, I'll just dive right into it. So, how do we prepare audition? Um, First of all, let me tell you, this session will be for 1 hour. There will be four big questions that I'll try to answer for you. One practice exercise, because obviously it's not a theory thing to learn how to audition. And I'll at the end give you three secret tips. That is, if you survive the 1 hour session with me. So, let's move to the four big questions. At any point, if you guys feel if you want to ask something, you didn't understand something, just unmute yourself and we can hear what you have to say. All right. So the four big questions is how to be audition ready all the time, because you never know when the casting call may happen, when there is a requirement for an actor, when there is an opening for an actor. So how to be always audition ready? So that is the biggest question all actors face. Next is how to give an audition. Of course, we roughly have an idea how to do that, but many of us do not know how to properly do it, or we are confused, or we are not sure, and that shows up in the way we perform in our auditions. Okay, so next is what is the standard for a self-taped auditions? So right now we have the pandemic situation going on. Every other casting director is going to ask you to send your self-tape videos. which is where the whole catch is becoming now about who has a good lighting, who has a good camera and a good audio quality for their videos. Very recently, I have seen two of my friends get an acting job and a very good, decent TV commercial just because the video quality was superb. Of course, the acting was also good given that. But yes, many good actors do not get work or are not getting work because somehow the video quality that they are sending, it is getting lost in the hundreds and thousands of emails that the casting directors are receiving. So you have to understand that it's almost like an Instagram profile. A casting assistant will be opening a laptop and will be scrolling through all the audition mails that they receive. So if your mail or your photos or your videos are not, let's say, aesthetic enough, they might not even click on it. Doesn't matter how well you perform the audition. Next big question is, what is the role of social media in our current situation, which I'll explain later. So let's just quickly move on to the next slide. You can see these are different kinds of casting calls. So before understanding all those big questions, let's just understand what are the different stages of auditions, first of all. So, first thing first, we get an open audition or a walk-in audition or an intro, which is like they call for all kind of actors of a bigger, larger age group. So they'll announce something like 18 to 65 years old, all actors walking for an audition. So that is mostly not an audition; it's mostly an intro where you walk in and you give them your name, age, height, all your basic details, and that's about it. No need to perform nothing else. You just walk in and enter yourself. It's like a registration. You enter yourself into their database. Next thing is a casting call. So casting call, as you can see all these posters that I've put, the bigger one which you can see is the Disney's Aladdin poster. I had myself auditioned for this one. So first, what they do is they'll give you all the requirements that so and so age group, we are looking for a male or a female actor, and this is the project that we have. After that, they will ask you to send your photos or emails or your basic details. They'll ask you something before they ask you to come to the venue for audition. Right now, of course, because of the pandemic, everything is happening online. But the first stage of a casting call audition is you send your email, your profile, and I'll tell you how to do that also, so don't worry about that. So that is about the casting call. After the casting call, they will shortlist some of the faces that fit into their descriptions, and that shortlisted actors will be called again, once again, and that is the time they'll give you a script to perform, or an expression to perform, or a single one liner to perform if it's a TV ad. The other two stages are meeting with the director and a workshop audition. Workshop auditions basically happen only for theater projects. I've not seen workshop auditions for films or short films as yet. Meeting with the director also again, it happens only for big production houses. Once you're shortlisted, once you're locked in, that's the word they use, locked in. Once you're locked in for the role, they'll ask you to meet with the casting director or the film director itself. So, the stages of audition that we understood. What are the types of audition? We all know that actually. TV commercials, short films, films, independent films or bigger productions, a web series or a theater. So these are the kind of auditions that you will be called for. And every type of audition will have a specific requirement. And we'll get into it in a while now. So if you're still with me, so let's just unmute all of you. Can you just unmute yourself? And I just want to ask you, do you understand what is fit and not fit? Anybody has an
Yeah.
idea?
Fit for the, I think, fit for the character, the script, for the script which has been written for a particular character. It's not related with your looks matlab, the
Mhm.
your acting, but how your acting and looks fit for that particular role.
Okay. Okay. Amaya, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, I guess from the basic description, do you fit into that category? Maybe the age or whatever specs they've given, if you fit into that description, pre-performance or whatever, pre-audition.
Okay, great. So what happens? I don't know how many of you have been to an audition in Mumbai. In Bangalore, I have witnessed only one or two such auditions where we waited for 3 hours. One guy came out of the room and said, "Fit, fit, fit," and rest of you can go back home. And 3 hours you wait, and it's really far off. You spend your money to go there, your time, everything, and they didn't even let you inside to give an audition. So that's how Mumbai is, and that's how most big production or big casting companies. That's how they take the auditions. You won't even be allowed to get inside the room to give an audition. So consider yourself lucky that you are even fit. And when they say fit, it has nothing to do with acting. It's just about the look. So if you're not even fitting into the character description, they might even not consider you letting in. So that is that. And that is also for beginners. If you are an established actor, they already know you, then it's a different scene. But it's specifically for beginners. So so whatever I'm trying to explain right now, it's only after you're fit and they have called you in. Right? So next one. The biggest mistake that the actors always make, all actors, including me, we don't read the casting call properly. We don't understand what they are looking for. Okay, so now let's see. These are three very good audition posters, casting call posters. So they have written two lead actresses. Then we are looking for actors, or we are looking for male lead, three female lead, three male leads, supporting characters 10. Now, if you look at the age bracket, they are almost similar, only supporting characters has a bigger age range. So you might as well apply for supporting characters because your chance for a supporting character is much, much higher for than the male lead or female lead. So read their requirements. If they are saying that we are looking for an actor from Uttar Pradesh, don't just end up there while you are not from Uttar Pradesh. You are from Maharashtra, or maybe you are from Chennai, or you are from Kolkata. So if they specifically mention something, do not bluff, do not lie, and understand that it's going to be a waste of your time also to end up in such auditions. So clearly read the casting call so that you don't make any mistake. Many actors, especially the beginners, because they are very emotional, this is my passion, my dream, this, that, they end up doing such mistakes, and it looks very, very unethical and unprofessional on your part. You'll be sent back for sure. All right. Now, the first big question: how to be audition ready? This almost everyone knows. If you have auditioned before, this is how the process is these days. So first thing first, they'll ask you for a basic bio or profile, which literally means your basic details, which is name, age, height, your contact number, and your pictures. So either you can send these details via WhatsApp or email. If they give you an email ID, it's really good to have an email ID and send all these details through email. WhatsApp doesn't allow the writing format to be very neat and professional, so I always prefer emails. And your pictures, which is in a while I'll tell you what kind of pictures. So as you can see, these are all portrait shots or head shots. Every casting director will ask you for these. Even if they don't ask, you should send a portrait or a headshot. Next is a full length. So in your email, after all the details, all name, age, height, location, language, everything, you have to give all these at least three different kind of pictures. One is headshot, one is full length, and one is a mid. A mid is from your head to your waistline. Next is what kind of costumes you're going to use for an audition. So as you can see this, I hope you can see all these colors. So avoid prints, avoid anything which is black or white, because it's better to have a color combination going on in the background. So if your background is plain white or plain yellow or plain blue, do not wear a black or white top or shirt. Just avoid that as much as possible.
Hey, Debanjana, sorry to interrupt. Will you be sharing these slides?
I may not be able to share the slide, but if you want the recording, I can share the recording with you.
That should be good enough. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Any questions so far? Shall I continue? Just give me a thumbs up.
Continue. Yeah.
Okay, okay, fine. All right. So this is where everyone, loses their chance. See, let me just repeat. The casting assistant will be sitting with their laptops and they'll be scrolling through emails and images. If you're wearing something which is a lot of embroidery design or a lot of flower printed clothes, unless they have asked for it, try to wear solid. Solid means no prints, a plain color, a single color going on, so that it goes well with your background. It separates you from the background. It doesn't grab the attention from your face. So the most important thing when you audition is your face. If I'm the casting director and if I'm watching your audition, I should look at your face, your expressions, your actions, not on your dress. Now, many actors, they will wear a plain t-shirt with a big logo going on. Why do you want to do that? There's no need to wear a logo. There's no need to wear Chota Bheem posters on your t-shirt. So avoid all of that. Stick to solid colors. Stick to pastel colors because they are very flattering. It suits anybody and it enhances, it flatters your personality. So use these colors to your advantage. Okay, after pictures, costumes, we have makeup. Now, most of the time, my friends have messaged me and asked, "Hey, you know what? I'm 35 years old, but I look like I'm 28. So shall I say 28?" And I said, "Never lie in the email. Just tell them your actual age and let them decide if they want to take you or not." So it happens. So do not lie on your emails, please. Stay okay, maybe 1 years or 2 years you can reduce, but that don't tell that I suggested that. But yeah, you can do that, but do not say you are 28 when you are easily 35, 38. So avoid that kind of a mistake. Makeup, now makeup is a very important thing. For guys it's different, for the girls it's different. When I say makeup, for guys it's literally a clear face, as you can see in this picture, a clear face where I can see your eyes, your hair is neatly tucked, it's not a lot of flies in your hair, and keep your mouth clean, that is, keep your teeth clean, so that when you say your dialogues or you give a smile on the video, I don't get to see what you eat. Okay? So, guys, it's quite simple. Just keep your face dry, fresh, hair clean and neat. And if you have a stubble, make sure it's a clean stubble. And wear a nicely ironed t shirt. A lot of guys will wear shirts just right out of the cupboard. Doesn't look flattery, guys. So please don't do that. For girls, I would say it's pretty much, I'll just refer to this picture. Hair should be neat. As you can see, this person has the hair on her sides, but this can be tucked behind your ears. Eyes should have very minimal makeup, but the only part of your face that should have a good clean makeup is your eyes. Highlight your eyes as much as possible. A good smile, which means a very neutral color, lip color you can use. A very basic foundation, don't put layers of it. Let them see your pimples. It's okay, not a problem. You're not the makeup artist. Make yourself as presentable as possible, because let me again repeat, they'll be scrolling through. If you don't catch their attention, they'll just miss your email. To keep your makeup minimal, but do have some makeup. Make yourself presentable. Last is location and timings. Now, pandemic ki wajah se, everyone is recording at home, and even auditions are happening on Zoom. But when once everything comes back to normal, I think many actors fail to get the location correct. They'll keep messaging the casting assistant, I'm not able to find the venue, I'm not able to find where you are, this, that. Please make sure you get your location much ahead before you leave the house. Do not go there, waste your time, waste the casting assistant's time, because they have a lot on their plate. So make your life easier by tracking everything beforehand. Know the timings also properly. Don't end up when it's the crunch time, like right before lunch is the crunch time. So if an audition is going from say morning 10 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock, don't end up at the lunch time, because they'll probably take a break and your time will be wasted, their time will be wasted, you'll be much behind the line. If it's a 10 o'clock audition, be there at 10 o'clock, be there at 10:30, be as early as possible. It will also allow you to relax and calm yourself down, because everyone is nervous when they go to audition. So make sure your location is in place, your timings are properly made sure. Okay.
Debanjana, one query. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so you have mentioned email mein you have to put the basic details. So what is the ideal sequence and what all basic details do you put? And
I'll tell you at the end. That's the thing I'll tell you at the end.
Okay.
Okay. So next question is, how do we give an audition? It's pretty much simple. We have all seen a number of YouTube videos on this one. But the standard process is, for a TV commercial, it's a little different. For a short film or anything to do with character performances, it's a little different. And for theater, obviously, it's a different process altogether. So when we go for a TV commercial, always know that if they've called you for an audition, first of all, you have somewhere fit in the look. Somewhere they feel that you can be that character that they are looking for. And when I say they are looking for, it directly means the client is looking for. TV ads are definitely client-based format. There is no creativity required on your part. You have to look the part. You have to give the right kind of expressions. So like I mentioned, a TV ad should be part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is you give your introduction, which is name, age, height, your profiles. I'll tell you what is a profile. We'll even do it today. Your profiles, your part 2 will be, they'll give you a script, or they'll say some dialogues, and to that you have given expression. Okay? We will do a practice session right now, or maybe at the end. Let's do it at the end. I'll tell you how to do this. Okay. Next is for short films or a film or a web series or a continuation character. Same process. Part 1, first of all, so they want your intro. They want to know how you speak, how you look, what is your personality. So that 1 minute of your intro gives them all that information. So do not try to pretend on your intro video. Okay, if you're a shy person, be a shy person. If you are an extroverted person, be an extroverted person. Whoever are you, they want to see you. This is the part, they don't want to see a character, they want to see you. So be very, very efficient to deliver yourself properly to them. If you lie, God forbid, they may not even come back to you for 2 years. Okay, so part 2 is a monologue or a scene. Sometimes they ask you, keep prepare it and come back to us. Sometimes they give you the scene on the spot and they say take 10 or 15 minutes or 20 minutes, however, and come back and give the audition. So on the same day, morning, if you gave your intro, by afternoon probably you will be ready for your monologue scene. Now, how do we pick a monologue? I have a very wonderful workshop, which is a 5 days workshop. I'll train you everything about preparing your monologue in that. Right now, for this 1 hour session, I'm not able to crunch it in here. For a theater project, theater projects do not have any intro or video or any kind of such process. Theater is very live. They call you on the location. they'll give you a scene or they'll ask you to prepare something of a longer duration, probably 3 to 4 minutes of a performance where you have a range of expressions. So this is one process where they speak to you one-to-one. And the other process is they have a workshop. So they call everybody at the same time and you all are present at the same time together and they do a workshop. So it's a learning process. But in the meanwhile, they are teaching you or they are giving you some instructions. They are also judging you for your performance, whether they want to work with you or not. Because theatre projects are long-term projects. They are considering to work with you for 5, 6 months. So a workshop format is a go-to one for them. All right. The next big question, the standard way of shooting self-tape auditions. Now this has been the rage now. Everybody is texting me, asking this particular question a lot. How do we shoot these videos? How do we make sure we get selected? Now you can read what I've written. One is background should be clear. Yes. Light should be on the face or in front of you. Costume, as I described in the previous slide, makeup also similar. Camera should be in landscape mode. As you can see, many people will shoot themselves in portrait mode. Please avoid doing that. Okay. We need to shoot ourselves in a way that the casting people can see from our head to our waist. They don't want to see us completely. Okay. So it's a mid shot because you cannot keep the camera too far because you also have the process of audio recording going on at the same time. So if the camera is too far from you, the audio may not be clear. In case they want a full length and the phone or the camera has to be far from you, I would suggest you invest in a mic. A good mic, a basic long wired mic comes in around 700 to 1000 bucks. I think if you are a serious actor and if you want to crack some good auditions, better invest in a good mic. I'll just play this video. As you can see, the background is clear. Even try to avoid this small part where you can see some books or something in the background. Even avoid this much. Make sure that the casting people, when they watch this video, they should see only you and not anybody else. The makeup and the costume for this particular audition video is according to the reference the casting people sent me. And I'll just play the audio a little bit. दिल से किया गया काम बहुत दूर तक जाता है. As you can see, the audio is not very good in this one. There's a lot of echo because I tried to record it without the mic. So it's not a good idea to record without a mic. So make sure all these things are on point. Light is very important. I'll just show you what I use. Just a minute. Okay. I don't know if you can see. If you can see me in the small window. Yeah. So this is a ring light. I have put a white cloth around it to diffuse the light because otherwise it will be very harsh on my face. So I just use a 5 rupees cloth bag. It's not really expensive thing. Okay, so make sure if you don't have a budget like I don't have, so use something which is within your budget. Make good use of it. So use it on your face, not up, not down. Okay, use it in front of your face.
Debanjana, the cloth doesn't get hot or warm now if you put it on the light.
The ring lights, fortunately, they don't get very warm. Okay. And audition videos, you'll probably need 1 hour to shoot, not more than that. So 1 hour is a good bet. It will not warm or anything.
Okay.
Okay. Also, camera angles are a big disaster for many people. We don't understand what is camera angle. So some people will place the camera here and shoot themselves. Please don't do that. Nobody wants to see your double chins. Okay. Don't put it here. All the selfie savvy people also don't put it on top of your head and try to give an audition video with this. place your camera right in front. Like right now, I'm sitting right in front of the laptop camera. Okay, so this is where you need to place, which is eye level. Okay, so your camera or your phone is at your eye level. So this is me and this is my camera, right? And it should not be here or here. Bad angles, very bad angles. Also, when you record yourself, make sure there is a headspace. What is a headspace? See in this video particularly. So where my head ends, you have little half-inch to 1 inch space till the frame ends on the top. So keep some room, some negative space above your head while you shoot. Your head should not get cut. It's a bad way of recording yourself. All right, moving on to the next slide. So we are done with.
Sorry, one more question. So when we are
Yes.
recording from phone, should we
Yeah.
keep phone from on the selfie mode or should we keep phone like this and record?
It depends on your pixel. So my back phone is 12 MP, front phone is 6 MP. So I prefer the 12 MP.
Okay.
Okay. And with selfie, what happens? The more the distance, the quality gets pixelated. So
Yeah.
try to avoid the selfie mode as much as possible.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Debanjan, another
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
So do you always recommend the use of lights while shooting, or sometimes if the room is well lit, let's say, during hours, if there is a good light coming from the east, do you always recommend use of light, or can natural light be okay?
It depends on the size of your window. So if you're shooting in a daylight, and avoid tube lights, big no. Any light which is falling overhead is a bad light. Light should be falling on your face, like I said. So if you are shooting in the daylight and you probably have a big window, say a 4x6 or a 6x6 window, so if the light is coming through it, you might probably sit in front of it. If you are using a window daylight, put a white screen. Same concept. The white screen should be there to diffuse the light. Otherwise, right now I can see on your face you are getting light from this side, on one
Right.
side. This is a good lighting. Getting light from one side is also a good lighting. But make sure the other face is also lit enough. But if you're facing the light completely, make sure that you diffuse it. Don't allow the harsh light to fall on your face. Okay.
Gotcha. And the mic that you talked about, so is that a collar mic? Or?
Yes, it is a collar mic. Right now I don't have it. I'm using my headphone. I'll put the link to you once the session is done. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've mostly done theater, so other things are kind of new for me. Theater is all people, nothing like.
Sure,
Never
no
easier.
problem. We all are
Thank
from
you.
the same. We all are from the
Yeah.
same background, so nothing to worry. Let's continue then.
Yeah.
So the next big question and the last big question: role of social media. Now everybody knows, everybody has a Facebook profile, Facebook account, a Facebook page, Instagram account. But how to use it? These are two of my very dear friends who use their social media very effectively. One has a 1 million followers, another has a 600 followers, but doesn't matter the number of followers. The fact is, if I send an email and if my casting assistant calls me back and says, do you have an Instagram account? Can we see your other pictures? Can we just go to your page? Do you have some videos? So this is how an actor's account should look like according to me. You should have videos of your projects posted in your Instagram accounts or Facebook page if you have a Facebook page. You should have different kind of photos to present you in different versions. Use your social media to be a one-stop, picture or videograph of yourself. Allow the casting people to search you, to do research that will this actor fit into this role? Can this actor do a music video? Can this actor do a small cameo? Does this actor have good hair? or does this actor have a dimple? They will not tell you all these things. They'll secretly go literally stalk your Instagram account. If you have a good account, it will be in your advantage because they'll see the varieties that they can imagine you in. Otherwise, what happens, we send only 1 or 3 pictures at best, or maybe 5 pictures at best, but it is very difficult to judge how we look in different angles and different costumes or different looks. So if you have an Insta handle, I would suggest from today onwards, use it to your advantage. Not just photos. If you write or if you recite a poem or if you want to do a monologue, post those videos. Not because you want followers, but if a casting person ends up stalking you on Instagram, they should be able to see, oh, this person can do all these things. Nice. I have got 2 ads only because someone saw one old monologue somewhere. God knows. And they said I look like Shabana Azmi, and I was laughing in my mind at them, but that's okay. I don't look like Shabana Azmi, I know that for sure. But people do stalk actors because it's their job, mostly casting directors, because they want to get actors to work for them. So yeah, use your social media as much as possible. Be vocal, be present. Just make it a discipline that every Monday or every Friday I'll post a picture, or I'll post a monologue, or I'll post some comedy video, something. Just post something and be very disciplined and consistent with it. Okay. So the task for you guys now, I know it's a 1 hour session. How much can we learn in this? So you have to go home and do some work. So the task is, you will open your Instagram today and you will search for all the different casting directors and casting companies that we have in India for the industry you want to work. So if I want to work in Bollywood, I should at least have Mukesh Chhabra. I should follow Mukesh Chhabra. I should follow Panchame Garvi casting. I should follow Shruti Mahajan. I should follow all these big names. I should keep checking all these casting directors if they put a casting call. Another way is they have their company pages. There also you can follow and keep tracking if they post any requirements where you may fit in. I'll give you some names, but I believe that spoon feeding doesn't help. So better do it on yourself. If you get stuck, if you message me and tell me that मुझे 5 या 6 से ज़्यादा मिल नहीं रहे, मुझे समझ भी नहीं आ रहा है कैसे ढूंढे. So just message me on that. I'll tell you how to track casting directors. So this is your task for today, and I hope to receive a message from you of a complete list by tomorrow. All right. So secrets, we are almost at the end of this session. And as we all know, we all want to know that how do we crack. So I told you all the standard formats and what not and what to do. But the good secret of everything is having a very good quality professional pictures to support you. Now acting comes much later. First, they should shortlist you. First, they should even look at your pictures. So every casting director today says, send me a passport size photo. I'm okay with that. Yes, it is true. They are okay with a passport size photo, but they must have also seen you perform. But till they get to see you perform, you have to get through their assistants. And their assistants are probably people like us with very less experience or understanding of whatever an actor must be. So what these assistants do, they take only the good pictures and present it to the casting directors. Okay? They are not going to wait and judge you for your video performance. Truth be told. So make sure if your mail is going to a casting assistant, they should like your pictures. If they select you, they shortlist you and present you to the main casting director, and they call you and then they like your performance, of course a passport size photo is fine then. But till that stage, please make sure your pictures are good. Just remember the headshots I showed you. Make sure minimal makeup. You look your true personality in every picture you send. Do not make a picture that is where you are airbrushed and your hair is too nice to be true and your eyes are too prominent to be realized. So make yourself as real, yet very clean and professional. Okay, so invest in that. I think in Bangalore it's quite cheap to get a professional portrait done. I have got it done in 2017. I paid a friend only 2000 bucks. Right now I know a few people who are ready to do it in 6,000 or 10,000. So there are many photographers now, and some of them are really good. So just try to find them out on Instagram or Facebook and convince them to give you a good portrait shots. Okay, so invest in those things if you are planning to. It's a secret tip because everyone tells नहीं नहीं तुम phone पे खींच के भेज दो ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. You have to get through the casting assistant, and they, for the fear of their jobs, they'll not push a phone photo to their casting directors. They will only choose professional photos. So please get through them. Second tip will be prepare an audition link. Now, the one video which I showed, this one I probably shot on my phone with a good light and whatever facilities I had at home. But I didn't get selected, to be honest. The friend who got selected, I saw her video and it was very professional. It was shot on a DSLR and she had a mic and yeah, she has a couple of videos recorded for her. So whenever a casting call comes, she first hand sends those 2-3 videos in different characters, in different looks and everything, and she sends it immediately. So make those videos, upload it on YouTube, and keep them in your account. So whenever they ask, do you have a video? Do you have some link? You say, I have an audition link because I have not yet done a TV commercial or ad or short film. So I have this my self-prepared audition video. I can send that across to you. So make sure whoever is helping you with this shoot, they know how to operate a DSLR or a good camera, a professional camera. Don't spend money on this. I would say borrow from a friend. Every 3 out of 10 people now have a DSLR camera. So just look around, you will find someone with it. And ask them to just, put it on video recording mode. Rest of the things you set up, you get your own light, you get your own home setup and whatever, clothes, costumes, everything. Prepare at least 3 audition links. Okay, take any script and just record yourself in different expressions, in different get-ups. Keep those videos always by your side. All right. So this is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is, as Sharmila was asking, what is the email format? So on the right side, as you can see, so this is the email format that I use, and this is what is the standard like. So I have simply mentioned my name, age, height, location, languages I speak, my contact number, of course, my Instagram link, and work links. As you can see, work links, audition links, and voiceover links. So I have done a few voiceover work also, and I have done 1 or 2 TV commercials and a few short films. So I have those scenes. I extracted those scenes. I made it upload on YouTube, and that is what I use when they ask me for an email. So everything is on this email. So this is how it looks on the phone. So if the casting assistant is opening my email on the phone, this is how it will look on the phone. They're scrolling through my pictures, that's it. But just see, if they open the same email, if they open the same email on laptop, it looks very different. I hope you can see the video down. So it's the same email, but it looks very different on the laptop. It looks much more professional, and they are going to see my pictures now. They're there. So I send all the links. There is this link from 2 of my short films, my full-length pictures, my close-ups, everything in one mail. So whatever they want to see, whether they want to reject me or select me, it's all there in this email. So that is the big secret. Nobody tells you this, but yeah, make your email very visually appealing. Let it be very clear. They should see your name, age, height together. They should see your location, language together, contact number, Instagram profile, Facebook profile together, your work links if you have, audition links. Now, when you send work links, these are extraction of your videos where only your scenes are there. Don't send a scene where there is a 3-minute scene of a co-actor and just 1 minute space for you. So extract that 1 minute, make a small video out of only your performances and send that, upload that and send those links. So links are nothing but your own videos uploaded on YouTube or any other platform and then sent across in these emails. So they have everything. If they want to see anything about you, they have everything on this mail. Yes. Yes, Amar.
Yeah. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, tell me.
So I see you've also shot one photo series with different expressions. So do you intend to kind of express the navasas or?
No, so what they do is, if this is for mostly TV commercials. So sometimes they want print shots, print shoots, and everything. They just want you to give it expressions and hold it. So if they ask, you can make photo like that. Mood. It's called mood board. So if you want to make a mood board, you can ask your photographer. And don't become an expert in that matter. Okay, let them shoot you. There were some 50 or 100 pictures. Out of that, only 6 came out well. So that's how it is. Okay, so plan accordingly. Not everyone asks for it, but sometimes they may ask that, how do you look while you are doing? Can you make some faces? So it depends on what kind of characters they're looking for, but it is mostly for TV ads, not for short films or anything. Yes. So we are almost at the end of this session. So let's just stand up and practice one audition. Shall we?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just demonstrate you a little bit, a very basic way of doing an audition. All right. So this is a very good, range of showing yourself in the camera. Right now I have a window from where the light is coming and falling on my face. So my face is well lit up. My audio should also be clear, so I'm wearing a wire. As you can see, it's connected to the laptop. So if you have a camera and you have the mic, you can connect it. Hide the mic as much as possible. So I'm wearing it from behind. All right? It should not be seen. That's the whole idea. Make sure it's not seen. All right. So since you're shooting at home, you'll probably start by standing at the center of the video. Now behind me, you can see all these things. They shouldn't be there. So probably choose a wall that is empty. Okay, as much empty as possible. All right. So now the light is from this side and here. So this is my mid shot. Okay. I hope you can see me. Do you want me to close the presentation? I'll just close the presentation. All right. Can you see me? So this is the correct length which you should be visible. Some people may ask, thank you Rajesh, thank you. So some people may ask, they want to see you full length. So in that case, put your camera much behind. But right now for our purpose, I think mid shot is better. Keep some distance from the wall. Don't be completely against the wall. Stay a little ahead of the wall. Adjust as many times as required. Don't be in a hurry to do everything at once. So yes, now your face is well lit. You're a little away from the wall you're standing in front of. And it's mid shot. So above my head, you can see this negative space. Make sure you have that. All right. Now, this is a process where I'm right now using a selfie mode of the camera. If my camera is not on selfie mode, okay, so you keep this camera somewhere, secure the camera, and once you have secured it, go on the other side, reach on the other side of the camera, put some marks on the wall, and fix the camera accordingly. You know your height, so stand against the wall, keep some range, mark on the wall, and when you place the camera, then see to it that you don't go beyond this mark on the wall. So now if you even stand next to the wall or little front, you still have headspace. So make sure you plan it. If you have help at home, then it's much better. If you don't have help at home, then you have to do it all by yourself. Okay? So quickly, we'll just do the audition. Hi, I am Devanjana. I am 32 years old. My height is 5 feet, and these are my profiles. So if you have long hair, make sure when you're giving a side profile, tuck it, look, come back, tuck it again, look, and come back. My number is 7899468182. I can speak in English, Hindi, and Bengali. I'm settled in Bangalore. I have been a theatre actor and have done a couple of short films, TV ads, and theatre projects. Please give me a call. All right. This is
Devanjana, do you also one question? Sorry.
yes.
Do you also include these profiles that you mentioned in the intro video?
Yes. This is a proper intro video.
Okay.
Okay, profile is very important. Girls who have long hair or guys who have long hair, they might even ask for a back profile to see the length of your hair. But that's all. Sometimes they ask, mostly they don't ask. Okay, but just know that these are the possibilities of what they may look in your videos. All right. So now quickly, one by one, I want to see all of you stand up and place your camera in a way that I can see you front to front. Yeah, Amar, can the camera go little up? Can your phone go little up? Use books.
Devanjana, I have a laptop in hand. I don't have a phone, so I can just.
Okay. Then probably you can use some books to elevate it a little bit.
Generally, I shoot from my phone, so that's why I
Okay.
have tripod. Laptop ke liye, I don't have anything.
No problem. No problem. Whatever is possible, make best use of it right now. I just want to see. So I see Amaya is ready. Unmute yourself, Amaya. Amaya, I'm sorry if I am not pronouncing your name correctly. I'm very bad with names sometimes.
It's okay. Most of them out cannot, so that's fine.
How do you say your name? Now we'll find out how do you say your name when you give the intro. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the same thing, right? I repeat?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, I am Ameya Moghe. I'm 39 years old. I speak English, Hindi, and Marathi. My height is 6 feet 1 inches, and these are my profiles. My cell number is 96639051112. Thank you.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna just add this thing. When you turn, stay here, then turn. Give them the side. Okay? Give them the side, then give your front. Good.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Also, name, age, height should be together always. Okay?
Oh.
So your name, age, height always. Rest of the things can come in any other order, but the first three things are name, age, height. Good. Very good. Thank you so much. Sharmila, let's go. Yeah.
Hi, My name is Sharmila. I'm 25 years old and my height is 5'4". I can be contacted at 971 907 117. I can speak in Hindi as well as in English, and I'm based out of Bangalore. And these are my profiles. Thank you.
Very good. Also, because most of us have done theater, so you can just say I'm a theater actor based out of Bangalore. So you cover your experience and location in one go. I'm a theater actor based out of Bangalore or Delhi or whichever city you're
Right.
from. Okay. Rajesh, do you want to switch on your video and participate in this one, or else we'll go ahead? Okay, no response. All right. Okay, so last one slide that is left. That's about me. I'm an actor and an acting coach. I've been in this profession, that is my coaching profession, for the last 3.5 years. I have trained under many mentors. I have trained under Toto Funds the Art Theatre in Bangalore, Adi Shakti Theatre in Pondicherry, and under the guidance of John Britton, who is a physical theatre professional, and he's a mind-blowing mentor to have by your side and support you through your journey. I'm working as an acting coach in Live Arts Academy, Kormangla, and Grooming Gurukul HSR. I also do my own online workshops and my own physical workshops once the pandemic situation is over, which I hope by December will be done. So once it is done, I really not virtually but physically. So that's the end of my presentation. If you have questions, I can give you another 10 minutes. So we can have a chat. But that's all I have for today. So now the spotlight is on you guys. If you want to share anything, it's fine.
Thanks, Devanjana, for the insights. I mean, we tend to forget few things when we are auditioning, like, marking the height and these things. So I never thought that I could mark in height. I always used to record on the selfie camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because of which my entire concentration used to go into how I am looking exactly.
That yes, the selfie mode does that to your performance. Okay, it takes away your realness because you're at the same time you're watching. Oh God, I'm looking weird and all these things. Now it takes a while if you're from theater, especially. It takes some time to adjust to the fact of watching yourself, in a recording. It took me a while too, but get used to it. The more you record yourself, the more you'll watch yourself. That's all. So keep recording, keep recording, keep recording, and the day will come you'll be very aram se looking at yourself on all your videos, even if you're doing shitty work. That's fine. Okay, so go ahead and keep recording yourself. Yes, Aman.
Yeah, thanks, Devanjana. That was very useful. Yeah, as you said, right, theater is very different than all these TVCs and short films. So, yeah, hopefully we will implement some of these tips.
Sure, sure. If anything, just stay connected, and I'll share the recording if you want. I'll share the recording. Just give me a day's time. It takes some time to save the recording
Sure.
that way. So
Right.
I'll
If
stay
you can give,
connected.
yeah, maybe if you can give some leads to the maybe some of your friends who are photographers who can do profiles at a reasonable rates.
Sure, sure. Just let me know what's your budget, how much you are willing to spend, and because this is see when you
Sure.
do a photo shoot, think about another 5 years and think of that investment. Don't think I'll use the photos only today. So think of it as
Right.
for 5 years these photos should do me good. So that way you plan, and I'll give you some of the contacts if you want.
Sure.
Devanjana, one query I had.
Yes.
Generally, in casting calls, if we are supposed to send our intros and self tapes, now
Hmm.
though people have started mentioning that this should be your subject line. But
Hmm.
ideally, if people don't mention कि subject क्या होना चाहिए, so do you suggest कि I should write Sharmila single profile bracket में 25 years, comma New Delhi? या फिर I should just write Sharmila Singhal actor profile.
Very good idea is to read their casting call. So there will be a project name to it, or there will be a date they posted that casting call.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so just mention that and female actor. That's all. Don't write your name.
Oh, okay.
They don't care about the name. They want to know why whose email is this and for what purpose. And if they are collecting the database for that project, they'll pick it up from that subject line. But if you write your name, then they'll just think it's an open introduction. It's not specifically for a project. So always give the project name or the date when they posted it. That's all.
Okay. And I think anyways your name is visible.
Yes.
In the box.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Hey, Debanjana, sorry, I need to drop off. We'll connect later. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Bye.
See you. Bye. Okay, Rajesh, nice that you joined. If you want to stay in touch, just let me know, message me on WhatsApp later on. Thank you so much. If you want, you can leave or you can stay. Okay, I'll send you the recorded session. I'll send all three of you the recorded session. Don't worry, it's not some Sona, it's not some gold that I'll keep with myself. I recorded for this purpose only. Whoever couldn't join, I'll be sending it to them probably also. All right, Sharmila. Yeah, और कोई question नहीं है तो we can
हाँ.
leave it here.
हाँ, और कोई question नहीं है. Sorted.
Okay, चलो.
Yeah.
Good to connect with you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.